Hi everybody and welcome. This is Visible Lady of Faith coming to you with an overview of the Sunday school lesson entitled The Faith in Action Preacher for Sunday, April the 11th, 2021. Idolatry can not just include worshiping idol gods, but we can use different things as idols. We can put these things like material possessions or like a car or a house or clothes or even something we want to do before our service to others and to God. So when we serve others, we are serving God because God is love. So when we show love, we are showing the God in us because this is what He wants us to do. He wants us to have unconditional love toward everyone and not be judgmental and hold grudges or be unforgiving. Ezra led the second group of Jewish exiles released from Babylon to return to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple there. The temple had been destroyed. He desired to restore the people back to their faithful state of adhering to God's law before the exile. He was a teacher of the law of Moses who had been informed that the people of Israel married outside the Jewish faith and practiced idolatry. Ezra's initial reaction to the report of the people's sin was emotional. When he heard the news of the people's idolatry and sins, he was so touched by the news that he prayed, confessed sins, wept, and threw himself down on the ground in front of the house of God. People began to gather around to probably see what was going on and began to do the same. Ezra may have felt disappointed over the people's sins, but felt hopeful for the people to repent, restoring their faith and relationship with God. When I first read the lesson, I thought Ezra was coming from a racist perspective. Making a covenant or agreement before God to send away foreign women and their children seemed kind of cold-hearted. But after discussing the lesson Wednesday night, I understood why, from a different perspective. It was not a matter of being racist, but of having faith, integrity, and morals. Since the inspired word tells us that God is a jealous God, worshiping idols is not in His plan for us. God just wants us to love everyone and wants us to put our love into action by reaching out to those that may need help in whatever capacity we are able to help. Be careful whom we allow ourselves to be influenced by. Does a person have faith and integrity? Solomon was known for having wisdom. He succeeded his father, King David, as king of Israel. He is an example of someone who was negatively influenced by those with different beliefs. Solomon allowed his foreign wives to persuade him to practice idolatry. He eventually turned away from God because of them. God the Father just wants us to be obedient to the inspired word and to worship Him.